Thank you so much. I'd now like to open the floor for any questions. 質問は日本語でも英語でも大丈夫です。
日本語少し勉強します。でも難しいです。
Okay, thank you for your lovely presentation. I want to ask you, you started with tea, but then you moved to digital menu. How did you do that transition, and why do you have 3 different products now?
I have 2 actually. So I started with Dokocha because this was what brought me to Japan and also which helped me to get my startup visa. But it was for international tourists. And at that time, when you are looking for an address in Japan and you don't know the language, it is hard to find. When you arrive at the address, it is hard to understand the menu also. So I was frustrating to discover address and not getting the menu. So if I don't understand, I cannot just order. So this is where I started to build mobile menu at that time with Japanese tea businesses to bring more accessibility. But then when Corona hits, no more tourists, international tourists. But I was coming for a touristic platform. So I was thinking, what should I do? But maybe other people would need that mobile menu technology. Maybe we can bring that accessibility, that visibility, and also this, also sustainability by becoming digital. So this is where I say, okay, if I cannot do a niche with Japanese tea, maybe I can go global. And in 2 weeks, I was thinking of the name Digital Menu, building the platform, and say, it makes sense to do that. So we are focusing on Digital Menu now, but with the reopening of the frontier, we realize also that both can go together. Japanese tea places can have a mobile menu with Digital Menu, and someone with a mobile menu can also promote Japanese tea. So everything was making sense for my company. This is why we created Doko Japan KK to bring that kind of platform live.
Thank you.
Other questions?
Thanks so much. Your story is really interesting, and I also love tea, so I would love to try out Dokocha. I'm definitely going to look it up after this.
Yeah.
So you mentioned at the beginning that when you first started out, you were told, like, as a woman with a marketing background, you won't get anywhere. I was wondering, have you experienced that kind of, I don't know if we would say discrimination, but kind of challenges as a woman since coming to Japan and starting the business? Has it continued?
Never. A lot of people told me you will see that not a lot of people. So this person said to me that being with marketing and being a woman would be hard. I know it would be hard, but for everyone it will be hard leading a startup, actually. And when I said in France that I will come to Japan, they say, be careful because you're a woman coming to Japan and you won't be credible. Never happened to me. And I think it depends how you present your project. And I also have a lot of passion doing it. I really want to succeed, and I want to work with everyone, not only me, but bringing everyone on board. So I think it's important not only to take for you the project and to speak to as many people as you can. You will find supporter. From the start, I wouldn't be here tonight again in front of you without all the people I met. I started in Tokyo, by the way. I spent 6 months here, and the first addresses are in Tokyo. So I encourage you also to visit these Japanese tea addresses. But I never felt like this. I remember one quick story so that I have 30 seconds. When I started to seek for support in Japan, I came to a very famous bank to ask for a loan, and I was meeting a woman of my age, a Japanese woman. And she said to me, I was asking for the fundraising at that time, so it was around 25 million yen. And she said to me, as a woman, you should have less ambition. You should ask less. You should be less. So I was saying, arigato, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And so before leaving, I just turned and I said, you know what? I will make it, and I will come back, and I will tell you. And then she sent me an email the same night. I still have the email. And she said, thank you so much for showing me that a woman of my age can do something like that, can dare to do something by herself. And she said, I wish you all the success possible. And it touched me so much that also me, being inspired by so many people, I can also inspire someone.
Thank you so much, Cyrielle.
Thank
Please
you.
give it up for Cyrielle.